In response to COVID-19, PSP is offering virtual fitness classes to Canadian Armed Forces members. By using social media platforms, the virtual fitness classes tailored to Canadian Armed Forces members become accessible to all. Participants who are not Canadian Armed Forces members recognize and acknowledge that their age, health status, and physical fitness level are unknown, and it's entirely up to each individual to assess their ability to participate in this class. Since it's preferable to consult your physician before beginning any exercise program, we invite all participants who are not Canadian Armed Forces members to consult the Get Active questionnaire of the Canadian Society of Exercise Physiology and its reference documents. If you experience any pain or difficulty during the exercises presented in this video, it is strongly recommended that you stop and consult a healthcare provider. If a CAF member sustains an injury during this video, please remember to fill out a CF98.
Hey guys, Emily here today. All you're going to need for equipment is some type of a weight. I'm going to use a combination of a dumbbell and a plate, but whatever you have at home, whatever you can make work, will be just perfectly fine for today. So take a moment, grab what you need, and come on back. All right, everybody, we're going to get warmed up for our upper body workout. We're going to start with some big arm circles. Forwards and back. Awesome. We're gonna do 5 groiners. Come on down to the floor. Big step forward. And we're gonna open the chest up. Alternate to the other side. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Awesome. Transition into a plank position. You can go from the knees if you need to. High plank position, we're gonna do 10 shoulder taps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Come on back up to a stand. We're going to do 5 inchworms. Hinge at the hips, walk the hands out, push through the palms, coming back to a stand. That's 1. Get rid of my scrunchie. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. And 1 more. There's a reason we're only doing 5. These are a little time consuming. Fantastic. Gonna go back into the groiner starting on the opposite side. For 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Fantastic. Let's transition to our inchworms. To our shoulder taps. You guys, my head's not in the game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Come on back up to a stand. We're doing our inchworms. My little girl is actually on the other side of the camera, and she's also doing a workout. She's doing a very good job. There is 1, 2, 3,
1 minute.
4, and 1 more for 5. Here we go. 4, 5. Awesome. We're gonna go back into our groiners. Big step forward. We'll just do 4 this time. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Awesome. We're going to do shoulder taps. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Let's just do 2 inchworms to finish it off. Hinge at the hips, arms to the floor. That's 1.
Well done.
3 and 3. Awesome job, you guys. All right, we're gonna get started on our first round of our strength portion of the workout. I'm just looking over to my board here. So we're going to need some sort of a weight. We're doing a bent over row. You can do a single or a double, doesn't matter. Grab whatever you have and come on back. All right, get started. Quick little mom. I know you can hear the timer there, but don't worry. We're going to hinge at the hips, starting with the bent over row. So you can hold on to something if you need to. We're going to work for the entire minute or close to about 50 seconds. At the 30-second mark, if you're using a single dumbbell, you're going to switch to the other side. So what I love doing when I'm doing my dumbbell rows is holding on to something. I don't actually have anything here right now, but I am gonna grab it or go a little bit closer to the wall.
Halfway there.
So there's that 30-second mark, and we're gonna go to the other side. So a staggered step, hinged at the hips, pulling the dumbbell upward, or sorry, the kettlebell upwards as close to our body as we can.
10 seconds.
And 2, 1. We're gonna stop there. We're gonna go into a little bit of a cardio movement, going into up downs. 3, 2, 1. 50 seconds of up downs. So we're getting the heart rate up in between each set of strength movements. Now, if you find these challenging, you can always walk them out, come back to a stand up, or you can use an incline, whatever feels the most comfortable to you. Good job.
Halfway there.
This way. We're halfway there. Going back into the bench over row in less than 30 seconds. When you hear that beep with our 10-second warning, you can stop.
10 seconds.
There we go. 10-second warning. Awesome. Back to that bench over row. I'm not sure why I programmed these. We had a team workout yesterday and we did a lot of bent over rows. Good. Try to keep this movement as strict as possible. Keeping the elbow in, belly nice and tight. When you hear the beep, we're gonna switch it up to the other side.
Halfway there.
4 total. Back nice and flat.
10 seconds.
And resting there, we're gonna go back into our up down. In 3, 2, 1, and go ahead. Standard up down, or you can walk it out. Or if you have a box or a chair, you can do it that way too. Whatever's the most comfortable for you. Maybe it's a combination. Everybody's different. We all start somewhere. Just keep on working to the end of each minute.
Halfway there.
Good job, guys. We got 20 seconds to go, and we're gonna rest for 10. Back to bent over rows. Here we go, you guys. Staggered step, using something for support. Keeping this movement as strict as possible, keeping the elbow in close towards the body, pulling that dumbbell back. Think about pulling it towards your hip. As you build in weight,
Halfway there.
the of this gets harder and harder, but that's okay. You guys can do it. Great job. Keep it up.
Ten seconds.
Resting here, and we're going into up downs. A little tripods. 2, 1. Let's go. We got 50 seconds of up downs and a 10-second rest. You guys are doing great. Keeping a smile on the face, at least I hope you are.
Halfway there.
We are halfway. Good job, you guys.
10 seconds.
Keep it up. 10 seconds. Resting there. Whew. I'm getting out of breath. Bent over rows. Let's go. Hinging at the hips. Staggered step. Making room for the dumbbell on the opposite side. Keeping the movement strict. Think about pulling the dumbbell into your pocket. Shoulders down and back. No arch in the back. Holding on to something for support.
Halfway there.
And let's switch sides if you're doing a bilateral. Just keep going, but if you're doing a unilateral movement, I want you to switch sides. Good.
10 seconds.
And resting there, going back into our up in 5, 3, 2,
Last round.
1. This is our last round. Good, keep it up. You're gonna hear the beep in just a second.
Halfway there.
Keep going, you guys. Last round here, we're gonna grab the dumbbell, kettlebell, hinging at the hips for the bent over row. Remembering everything that I've been cueing you about for the duration of the strength set. Pulling the dumbbell in towards the hip bone. Elbow comes back, nice and tight, in line with the body, so no chicken arms. When you hear that beep, we're going to switch it up, going to the other side.
Halfway there.
Lovely posture. I'm going to switch and use this for support, just for sake of not having to move things. Good job, guys. This is our last round here.
10 seconds.
Resting here, and we're gonna go into our up downs in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
Last round.
Of sprawls or up downs you wanna do, that's okay with me. Keep it up, you guys, you're doing great. Making sure you're coming to full extension at the top of those up downs.
Halfway there.
We're halfway. So 20 seconds to go. And we'll get a break before we start our main set. Let's go, guys.
10 seconds.
And stop there. All right, we made it through our strength session. Next up is our set of metabolic conditioning exercises. Same equipment applies. The only thing different that I'm gonna get you to grab is some type of a pillow. You can see me kind of struggling with things here. We're gonna prop up our weight and it's just gonna help us get it off the ground. So 3 different moves we're gonna do. We're doing a minute 30 of each movement with 30 seconds rest after our third movement of the round. So 1 round equals 3 movements, minute and 30 seconds each. So number 1, we're going to do up, down with a ground to overhead. So I will demonstrate that for you. That's why I suggested the pillow. You're gonna prop your sandbag or your weight up a bit just so it's easier to grab. You're gonna bring your hands to the ground, pop the feet out behind you, jump to a stand, and then you're gonna go ground, pressing overhead, okay? That's movement number 1. Movement number 2, we're going to do a lunge with a press. I'm gonna use my kettlebell. I went down in weight a little bit. If you only have a heavier weight, we're going to hold it in a goblet position, and you can press overhead as you come down into your lunge, or just don't do weight at all. Body weight is perfectly fine. Whatever works best for you. So if you're doing this variation, stepping forward as you step, you're going to press, belly tight, rib cage down towards the hip bone, and come on back. Same thing on the other side. Try not to overstep the lunge. Half a step works perfect. Finally, we're doing a max hold plank. So we're gonna go into a 4-point plank. Here's the thing, when we are too tired to hold this plank, we're going to drop down to our knees, or you can remain on your toes, and we're going to do hand release push-ups until the 30 seconds is over. So let's get started. Grab what you need and come on back. Into our lunge and press. So stepping forward, pressing the weight overhead. When you hear the beep, we're gonna switch arms. We're doing opposite legs each time, but we're staying with the same arm. Ooh, that was a bit funny. Until we hear that halfway beep. If you're doing a single arm movement, if you're doing a double arm movement, just pace yourself along the way. As soon as I try to talk and move, it doesn't end well for me. Good. Good, keep going.
Halfway there.
Switching sides. Here we go. Good job. Belly's nice and tight, controlling the movement. Opposite leg. Each time, just a half of a step forward. Don't overstep the lunge. We are focusing on arms today, but I would say
10 seconds.
Full body movement. And we're going into rounds.
Last round.
Here we go. Last round of this set. This one's a bit different. Might take you a second to get used to, but you'll get it. Good. You can do this with your backpack, sandbag, whatever you guys have at home. We're just making it work today. Use those hips to pop the weight up. Good. We're almost done. Our first round.
Halfway there.
Halfway. It's an encouraging sign. Awesome job, guys. Keep going. I have an on-tight shoe, so I'm going to tie it. Take my own advice. Ugh. Good. Keep it up. Ground to overhead. Use those hips.
10 seconds.
Resting here, we are going to take 30 seconds rest this time. So take a second, grab a drink, come on back, and we will get started on round number 2. Welcome back, you guys. We are going into ground to overhead from the up-down position.
Up, down. You guys are doing fantastic. Keep on pushing through. I am sore today, and I think I am just feeling it now. which is probably not the best timing. I'm happy that I'm going to be recording a mobility workout after this one.
Halfway there.
2 full metcons, I'd be a little gassed. Use that bum, use the hips, pop the weight up. Good. We're over halfway.
10 seconds.
All right, we're gonna stop there. Going into lunge. Lunge press. I don't know how this feels so heavy. All right, alternating legs each time. Switching arms when we hear the beep. Great job, guys. Lots of balance and coordination in this move. I'm having a hard time even talking. Good. Keep it up.
Halfway there.
Switching sides. Opposite arm. Here we go. We're over halfway. Keep it up, you guys. You're doing fantastic.
Ten seconds.
Stopping there. Right back into plank.
Last round.
Halfway there. Or beat where we were as far as our score goes from yesterday. Let's see what happens. Or yesterday. Oh my gosh, you guys. My words aren't even making sense anymore. We'll blame it on that 4:30 a.m. PT this morning. And it's 7 p.m. now, so it's been a long day. Good job, guys. Keep it up. When you break, if you need to break, take a second, then right into those push-ups.
Halfway there.
All right, I'm gonna take a little break. I'm gonna go into push-ups if you're still planking. Kudos to you, my friends. I wish I could say the same. We did a modified Murph yesterday, which is a hero workout. My arms are not thanking me today. Keep it up, elbows in, pressing the floor away, releasing the hands, keeping the movement strict.
Ten seconds.
We're gonna rest.
Great job, you guys. We are going to rest for 30 seconds here. So grab a drink, take a moment to yourself, and come on back. Hey guys, welcome back. We are here for our last round of our Metcon. We're gonna start with an up down to ground to overhead.
Here, let's work hard. We got this. Let's put anything that we have left into this round. You guys are doing so well. I have to admit, on my end, this has been a bit of a challenging workout to record. So I am glad that you guys are here with me on the other end.
Halfway there.
We're halfway, keep going. Keep on pushing. We're over halfway. Use the hips to pop that weight up. Going into our
10 seconds.
with a press. All right. 2 and 1. Alternating lunges with the press, belly tight, root cage, knit down. Ooh, my balance is questionable. There we go. That rep will be a little prettier. Just a half a step. Don't overshoot that lunge. When we hear the beep, we're gonna switch arms. Awesome job, you guys. Keep it up.
Halfway there.
All right, let's go to the other side. This side just all of a sudden feels way stronger. Come on, guys. You got this. If the weight is
10 seconds.
too much, feel free to drop it and just do body weight lunges. Go.
Last round.
When you drop, go on into that push-up and release push-up for the remainder of time. My arms are feeling like jello. I hope you guys are hanging in there okay. Try to at least get halfway. And then it's cool down time. Breathe through this. I'm gonna have to edit this out and put some music in so that you don't have to hear my loud breathing the whole time.
Halfway there.
All right, I'm gonna go down to my push-up. You guys do what you need to do if you're still planking. Keep it up. I'm hand release push-upping now. From my knees. Great job. Good news is we're almost done. The warm-up is not too far, or sorry, the cool down is not too far away.
Ten seconds.
Ooh, and let's rest there. Great job, you guys.
Well done.
You guys, we made it. We got to the end of this Metcon. It was a tough one. You did so well. Grab a drink, take a second, come on back, and we'll get started with our cool down.
Okay, the time has come for the cool down. You guys have crushed it. Super proud, as always. Let's grab a broomstick if you have one floating around the house. For whatever reason, I can't find a dowel in these parts, so I'm going to use a band. But we're gonna start by just doing some dislocates. We're gonna stretch out that chest, shrug the shoulders up, bring the band back, or the bar back, whatever you have. Wouldn't suggest a barbell. A scarf if you're at home maybe. Let's do 3 more of those. 3, 2, and 1. Fantastic. Let's come on down to the floor. Onto our hands and knees. We're going to face your fingertips towards your body. We're gonna lean back just a little bit. Feel the stretch through the forearms. Awesome. And let's switch it up. We're going to come back on the knees, come forward, rotate the arms back, come on back to a seated position. Into our pigeon pose we go. how we get there is gonna look a little bit different. So we're gonna go on hands and knees. We're going to rotate from the knee so that both feet are to the right side to start. We're going to lift, I'm gonna come closer. We're going to lift the right knee up. We're gonna place it behind the left foot, and we're gonna drop ourselves down into a pigeon pose, and we're gonna hold this for a total of 5 breaths per side. Last breath. Good. Come on back up to hands and knees. We're gonna go right back to the position that we were in a moment ago. I'm gonna have to get myself out of this little corner here. All right, now we're going to rotate the knees to the opposite side. The left knee now comes back, and we're going to push through the palms down into pigeon pose. We're gonna come down onto the mat, onto our forearms. You can come all the way down, bring your head to the floor if you want to. You can also put a pillow underneath the right glute, if that would be more comfortable for you. We're gonna hold this for a series of 5 breaths. One last breath. Good. Let's come on back into a kneeling position. Inhale, exhale, right arm across the body onto the left side. Good, and let's switch up. Same thing, other side. Beautiful. Come on into a deep squat. Let's push the elbows into the knees. Good. Bring the hands to the ground. We're going to come onto the toes. Feel a stretch through your calf. Excellent. Come up to a stand, tighten the belly, bring the rib cage down towards the hip bone, press through the hip, allow the knee to drive down into the floor. We're gonna feel a stretch in the front of our legs. And same thing, let's switch to the other side. Hip. Beautiful. We're gonna clasp the hands behind the back. Let's stretch. Oh my goodness, I am tight. Stretch that chest. Great job. Oh my gracious. That is a tight one. That's what I get from all those push-ups and bent over rows from yesterday, and why I thought it was a good idea to program that for myself today to share with all you. I don't know, but I did it, and now I'm paying for it. Awesome job, you guys. Okay, thank you so much for joining me. Anything else that you need to stretch out, I suggest you do so. We are out of time here, and I appreciate you guys so much for spending the day with me, or the morning, or the afternoon, or the evening, whenever you did this video. It's cool. Also, I'm gonna apologize. It's been a little hectic here trying to record this video. So it might be a little choppy, might not totally have made sense, but I will do my best to edit a masterpiece for you. So thank you for joining me. We will see you next time, and bye for now.